Look at this.
What happened, Granny?
Jethro has been skimming his iron hat again. Cut the head off of another statue.
Beats me how that boy can stand to wear that hat. It must weigh 25 pounds.
Where did he get the notion to put iron in his hat? He's got enough in his head.
Same place he got the notion to wear that secret radio on the heel of his shoe, or rig up the truck with a smoke screen maker and oil slick spreader. He seen a movie about a double-knot spy.
Phew. Rascal sure presses on a feller's brain. Hi, Granny. I like my spy coat. Doggone my secret radio. Every time I step down on it, the blasted thing commences playing.
Why don't you take the darn fool thing out of your shoe?
Hey, that sounds like a pretty good idea. It does make it hard to shadow other spies. Let's see. Where's a good place for it?
Well, why don't you put it in your hat?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing you can do, Double Knot.
What's that?
You can stop skimming that iron hat.
Granny, that sets a feller's head to throbbing.
A little more hat skimming, and I'll set your other end to throbbing. Now, you get your Uncle Jed down to the bank.
Ain't you coming?
No, I ain't.
Ellie Mae's gonna be crowned queen of the banker's ball. Get her picture took.
She can get her picture took without me.
Well, I don't care nothing about it neither. I got a date to do some double-knot spying with Miss Slocum.
Who's Miss Slocum?
Well, she's the girl Ellie beat in the beauty contest. She works down to Mr. Cushing's bank.
Well, you get your Uncle Jed down to Mr. Drysdale's bank. And don't eject them into no tree while doing it.
Yes, sir.
Howdy.
Howdy, Paul. How do you like my queen get-up?
Ain't that pretty?
Mr. Clampett, you're just in time to have your picture taken with the queen of the banker's ball.
Oh, no, thank you.
I'd like to get one, Mr. Clampett.
Come on, Paul.
Well, if you sure it won't bust your camera.
That's it. Very nice. Now, on the count of 3. 1, 2... That's it.
What happened at 3?
My finger slipped. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Now, wait a minute. I want some shots of me for the front page of the banker's journal.
Well, Ellie, Jethro's waiting downstairs on his spy car. You best get changed.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, Ellie Mae's duties are just beginning. She's going to reign over the Bankers Association luncheon today.
Well, doggy.
Mr. Drysdale is master of ceremonies, and you're invited too, of course.
Oh, no, today is Groundhog Day.
It is?
Yeah, Granny's womping up a stewed groundhog.
Gee whiz, Miss Jane. Do I have to miss that?
Well...
Well, now, don't let that fret you, Ellie Mae. When you get home for supper tonight, you can have groundhog hash.
We were robbed, Miss Slocum. You should have won that beauty contest.
But, Mr. Cushing, Ellie Mae Clampett is...
Ellie Mae Clampett. She doesn't even work in Drysdale's bank. Her father just keeps his $45 million there. And what is more, you are 10 times prettier than she is.
Oh, now, really?
You just wait till that Bankers Association luncheon today. I'm going to raise the roof, then drop it right on Drysdale's head. What is it?
Mr. Cushing, could Miss Slocum come out and do some double-knot spying with me?
Not today, Jethro. We're busy.
Well, then, can my Uncle Jed just come in and say howdy?
Jethro, you heard what the man said. He's busy. Now, come on.
No, wait! Now, come in, sir. Well, Mr. Clampett, I've been wanting to meet you, sir. This is a real pleasure.
Thank you.
You know, I was just saying that your daughter certainly deserved to win that beauty contest.
Well, I don't think so. Miss Slocum's a heap prettier than Cousin Ellie.
Oh, nonsense. Now, Miss Slocum is a nice, wholesome girl, but Ellie Mae Clampett, one of the world's great beauties.
Yeah, we just come over to say how sorry we are there couldn't be 2 winners. Now, Miss Slocum is right pretty, and Jethro's right took with her.
Well, Miss Slocum is right took with Jethro. Aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Dog! Hey, listen, Uncle Jed. This bank is a heap more fun than Mr. Drysdale's. Well, why don't you keep your money here?
Yeah.
Well, It's something to think about. But I wouldn't want you coming over and making a nuisance of yourself.
A nuisance, Jethro? Love having him, yeah. Here, my boy, let me have your hat.
Is it hurt bad?
Heck no, it's made of iron.
Iron. Come over and sit down and let's talk.
Oh, we gotta be getting home. Granny is cooking up something special. Say, why don't you and Miss Slocum take noon victuals with us?
How about that, Mabel?
Well, Mr. Cushing has to attend a lunch.
At Mr. Clampetts' house. Oh, we'd love to come.
That'll pleasure Granny a heap. She loves to have company on Groundhog Day.
He sure does.
Well, we'll be looking for you.
Yeah, well, we'll be there.
Bye.
Goodbye, sir. Goodbye.
Groundhog Day is the 2nd of February.
Miss Slocum, when a man with $45 million says it's Groundhog Day, it's Groundhog Day. I don't care if it's the 4th of July.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy, and Drysdale thinks he's going to a banker's luncheon.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to present our beautiful queen, Her Royal Highness, Miss Ellie Mae Clampett. Isn't she lovely? You know, the savings and loan companies like to brag about their interest figures. Well, let's see them come up with a figure that'll draw more interest than that. I notice that my colleague, Mr. John Cushing of the Merchants Bank, is conspicuous by his absence today. Well, I guess poor old John figures the only time he can land a new account is when the rest of us bankers are busy having lunch.
Oh, and Ellie Mae deserved to be queen, all right. She's a real beauty. And now that I have met you, I see where she got it.
Oh, Mr. Cushing.
No, it's true. Well, now, which would you rather do, wash or dry?
Oh, no, your company, you ain't gonna hip with the dishes.
I'd like to.
Oh, nothing doing. You probably get enough of that at home, helping your wife.
Oh, I haven't got a wife.
What was that?
I have no wife. I've never married.
What would you rather do, wash or dry?
Granny, you ain't fixing to let Mr. Cushing wash the dishes, are you?
Oh, I don't mind.
It's all right, Jed.
What, ain't nothing of the kind. Mr. Cushing is company.
It's all right, Jed.
Oh, I'll help with the dishes. Besides, Mr. Cushing got a bank to tend to.
It's all right, Jed.
You wouldn't want to be responsible for Mr. Cushing neglecting his bank, would you?
It's all right, Jed.
I assure you, sir, I am not neglecting my bank.
See, Mr. Cushing don't get a chance to wash dishes at home. He ain't married. He ain't got no wife. He's single.
Well, I just remembered something that needs doing outside.
Mr. Clampett, you know, it would please me very much if you and your lovely family would be my guests for dinner tonight.
Well, that's very nice of you, but Granny is figuring on wamping up some special hash at Ellie's
Well, now, couldn't the hash wait, Granny?
Well, that's strictly up to Jed.
Mr. Clampett, may I take your family out to dinner tonight?
Well,
And it's all settled. What time?
How about 7 o'clock?
Dandy!
Yeah, I got a few yachts. Yeah. That's a show business expression, Fred. Fellas like Hope and Benny and myself say that when we get big laughs. Come in.
I came by to pay off our bet, but your secretary's gone.
Oh, yeah, she's out driving the queen around. Talk to you later, Fred. The loser just walked in. Well, John, we certainly miss you at the luncheon today. Your office said you're out working on a new account.
That's right.
Oh, I made a few jokes about it at the luncheon, but in all sincerity, good luck. I hope you'll land it.
Well, thank you, Milburn. I'm going to do my best.
here's your check.
Well, now that's all over, I'll tell you something. I gave you a little low shot there because Ellie doesn't really work for me. But you know the saying, all's fair in love, war, and banking.
I never heard that. Who said it?
I did. And it's a good one to remember when you're up against the champ. Oh, probably another of my fans going. How about dinner tonight?
I can't. I'll be out hustling a new account.
Good for you. A big one?
The biggest.
Nah, it couldn't be. Oh, Harry. Oh, yes, I got a few yachts. Yacht, that's a show business expression, Harry. Fellas like Red Skelton and myself say that when we get big laughs.
Well, Jed, what about it? You gonna put your money in Mr. Cushing's bank?
I'm studying on it, Granny.
What's they to study on?
Well, I can't just take my money out of Mr. Drysdale's bank without a good reason.
I'll give you plenty of reasons. Has Mr. Drysdale ever took us out like Mr. Cushing done last night? Has Mr. Drysdale ever brung me a orchid? Has Mr. Drysdale ever danced with me like Mr. Cushing done?
Well, no, Granny, but Mr. Drysdale's got a wife. Mr. Cushing's a single man.
There's the best reason of all.
Looky who's here to see you.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope you'll forgive my barging in like this, Mr. Clampett.
Well, no, glad to see you. Sit down.
No. I just happened to see these American beauties in the florist's window. And they reminded me of the roses in your cheeks.
Oh, Mr. Cushing.
John.
Mr. Cushing brung me a box of candy. I'm going to share it with Cousin Bessie.
Cousin Bessie? Well, I'm sorry I didn't know about Cousin Bessie. She could have joined us for dinner last evening.
Well, her table manners ain't too good yet.
Yes, she keeps picking up the fork with her feet.
Yes, well, I'd better be getting back to my bank. Oh, and speaking of my bank, I hope you have given some consideration to what we discussed last evening.
We've been talking about it.
And Jed is ready to put his money in your bank.
Now, hold on, Granny. I said I'd study on it.
Oh, now that's right, Mr. Clampett. You think it over carefully, sir.
Oh, I'll see you to the door, John. You wait for me in the pantry.
Goodbye, Mr. Clampett.
Well, Jed, how about it?
Well, Granny, I said I'm going to have to study on this and have a long talk with Mr. Drysdale.
Jed, ain't you always told me that part of that money was mine?
That's right, 1/4.
1/4? 25 cents out of all of them millions?
I mean 1/4 all I got.
Well, here comes Jethro. You have him cipher it out. Because I'm going to put my money in Mr. Cushing's bank.
Hey, Uncle Jed. You know where I've been? I've been out getting a brand new secret radio.
Fine, Jethro. Now sit down. I got some ciphering for you to do.
First, see, can you guess where my secret radio's hid?
No, I can't, Jethro. Now sit down.
Oh, come on, try. How about my iron hat? You reckon it's hid there?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
All right, Jethro. Now sit down.
Oh, try again.
It's in your pocket.
Which one?
One with your hand in it.
Wrong again. You give up?
Yeah, Jethro. Now sit down and get the cipher.
Look at here. It's what you call a secret wrist radio.
Jethro got my ciphering done?
Not yet, Granny. Jethro, sit down and get a pencil and paper.
You got the double knot end? I bet you I'm the only spy in the whole world that's got a radio like this.
Yep. You're right.
Out of the way. Out of the way.
Where are you going?
I'm going Mr. Drysdale's bank to get my money. Now stand clear.
Jethro ain't gonna like you driving his spy car.
What Jethro don't like, he can lump. Who put me under that?
Hey! Ain't nobody allowed to drive my spy car except me.
Well, get in here and get at it. I'll sit on the ejector seat.
I got ciphering to do.
You got driving to do.
You want what?
I want my share of Jed's money. Jethro said it's somewheres around $11 million.
Now, what in the world would you do with $11 million?
That's for me to know, and you to find out. Now let's have it.
In here?
In here.
Granny, have you been at your rheumatism medicine again?
No, I ain't. Get your finger out of my face and commence giving me my money.
Oh, well, all right. Yeah, all right. Now, if you need any more, you just let me know.
How much was that?
$30.
Well, I'm letting you know I need more.
Why don't you let Miss Hathaway drive you home, eh?
Mr. Drysdale, are you going to give me my money or ain't you?
Of course. Now, you run along. I'll drop by this evening, and we'll talk about it.
Happy to see you, Chief.
Oh, good.
What are you doing here?
Ellie told me what you was up to.
Well, I'll tell you something that she ain't told you. Mr. Drysdale won't give me my money. He's been slippery-footing around here like a hog on ice. If you ask me, he ain't got it.
Granny didn't mean that, Mrs. Drysdale.
Who?
I understand. I know you got the money.
No apologies necessary, Mr. Clampett.
Now, we won't take up no more of your time.
Thank you.
Just give her the money and we'll go.
$11 million?
Whatever 1/4 of all I got comes to, that's her share.
See? He ain't got it.
Granny, you got the money, ain't you, Mr. Drysdale?
Of course, but...
Well, then, go ahead and give it to her.
Well, all right, I'll have a check drawn up.
Hold it right there. I don't want no check. I want my money. Cash.
Cash?
Cash.
We do favor cash.
I haven't got $11 million.
You see, I told you, he spent it. He ain't got it. If you ask me, you've been slicker, Jed.
Now, Granny, how much have you got, Mr. Drysdale?
Possibly $200,000 or $300,000 in the vault.
That's all you got left out of my $45 million?
I've got all of your money.
Well, where is it?
Well, it's invested. Stocks, bonds, loans, primary, secondary securities.
That's slicker talk I ever heard it.
Mr. Drysdale, you always told me I had $45 million in cash.
Well, you have, but it's not cash. Like I said, it's invested. I've got it spread out all over the country.
Well, maybe you better start getting it together. It would ease my mind considerable to see it.
Great Scott, man. It would take weeks and weeks and weeks to get $45 million in cash. You don't understand.
See, Mr. Cushing? Told you they was here. I used to have a double-knot spy working for you, don't it?
Indeed it does.
John, Mr. Drysdale won't give us our money.
Really? Well, we'll see about that.
You're behind this, Cushing, you pirate.
Control yourself, Milburn. To quote the champ, all is fair in love, war, and banking. Now let's get busy and transfer that account, shall we? Oh, it was beautiful, Harry. Beautiful. I left Drysdale on the field of battle a broken man. Come in.
Howdy.
Oh, I'll talk to you later.
Howdy, John.
Howdy, Mr. Cushing.
Well, hello. Come in. Welcome. Well, what can I do for you?
Did you get our $45 million from Mr. Drysdale?
Every cent of it. It's all safe and sound right in the merchant's bank.
Well, that's dandy. We'd like to see it. In cash.
I haven't got it.
Well, Granny?
Dogged if he didn't go through it quicker than Mr. Drysdale.
I think we'd be better off back with him.
Wait, come back. Let me explain. No, you see, it's all invested. I have it in stock and bonds.
The phone book for where to join up to be a double knot spy and plumb forgot.
You mean you ain't joined yet?
I can't find no Beverly Hills headquarters. I looked under S for spy, D for double knot, J for James, B for Bond. I might have to go clean to London to join up with them rascals.
How much does it come to, Jethro?
The boy ain't done your ciphering yet, Granny.
Like I said, Granny, right around 11 million.
I don't want to know right around. I want to know to the penny my share of Jed's money. Then I can take it out of that fancy city bank and put it where it's safe. In my mattress.
Okay.
Ain't you kind of hot in that spy coat?
Yeah, I am. I reckon it's all right to take it off in front of you and Granny. I'm pretty sure you two ain't a couple of secret agents.
I ain't. How about you, Granny?
Yeah, take off your spy coat and come in ciphering.
What in blue blazes is all this?
Well, this is what you call tools of the spy trade. This double knot's got to be ready for anything.
That's it, Arnie. I knowed you could do it. Well, you might just win yourself a prize at Miss Drysdale's dog show. See how easy it is, fellas? Arnie's gonna get his reward. Have yourself anything you want. Arnie, I don't hardly think you can eat a whole ham hock. Fellas, whoever walks the rope next can share with Arnie. Sorry, Rusty, but I don't think cats is allowed in a dog show.
What's going on, Ellie?
I'm learning my dog some tricks, and Rusty's kind of jealous.
Learn him some, too.
It's for a dog show, Paul. Miss Drysdale's giving it. Here's her picture in the paper.
What's this?
That's a prize for the best dog in the show.
You sure could get the prize for the most dogs in the show.
They can all do tricks, too. Except old Duke over yonder. He won't do nothing. Will you, Duke?
Old Duke's done it all, Ellie. At his age, he just wants to remember it.
Anybody see my iron hat? Hey, who tied them ropes to my spy car?
Well, I did. And yonder's your iron hat.
Them dogs drinking out of my spy hat? Hey, you're gonna arrest it.
Well, gee whiz, Jethro. Eating all them ham hocks made him thirsty.
Where'd you get the ham hock?
Well, that big basket on the truck. It was full of 'em.
That's my survival kit. Get out of my survival kit. Oh, come on, get out of there.
Take it easy, Jethro.
Oh, Uncle Jed, I bet your old double knot 7 wouldn't hold still for a bunch of dogs and apes are climbing all over his spy car and eating up his survival kit. Where you going, boy? I'm gonna go find spy headquarters. I don't care if I have to drive clean to London.
Hey, Jethro, wait a minute. Don't forget your iron hat.
Well, you'd like for me to slap this on my head with water in, wouldn't you, huh? Well, I'm too smart.
You heard me, Mr. City Slicker Banker. Jethro ciphered me to have $11,250,000 a-coming. And I want it in cash.
But, Granny, I explained to you yesterday how the bank has invested your money. And you said you'd sleep on it.
That's just what I'm going to do. Stuff it in my mattress and sleep on it. Now, Mr. Drysdale, I don't want no more slippery talk out of you. You have my money ready when me and Jethro get there.
Jethro's going, Granny.
Then I'll walk.
Granny, listen. Don't do that. I'll send my limousine for you. And please bring Mr. Clampett along.
All right, but make it snappy. He's sending his limousine first.
What's that for?
This is for if he gives me my money. This is for if he don't.
Did you send my limousine for the Clampetts?
As per your orders, Chief.
How am I going to explain the complexities of modern-day investment banking to a couple of hillbillies? I barely understand it myself.
Fear not. I have marshaled an array of experts to aid us in that formidable task.
Oh, good. Bring them in.
Their words are to be found in these volumes on economics and finance. Here's an old friend from college days. An analysis of the ethics and principles of diversified investment banking procedure by R.E. Roughton. And here is a brilliant treatise by the well-known Swiss banking authority.
Are you out of your Phi Beta Kappa skull? The Clampetts don't understand the simplest facts about money. Granny thinks she can put $11 million in a shopping bag. She wants to take it home and stuff it in her mattress.
$11 million in cash?
In small bills, yet.
Well, $11 million would fill this room. Even $1 million would... Chief, there's a thought. Let's show Granny what $1 million in cash actually looks like. Just the sheer bulk of it will discourage her.
It's worth a try. The Federal Reserve will let us have $1 million on credit. Now, you get over there and make all the arrangements and have them send it in small bills.
Right away. And cheer up, Chief.
I might as well. Things can't get any worse.
Milburn, I want to talk to you.
I was wrong. They just did.
Where is the limousine?
Greetings, Mrs. Drysdale. Claude.
Milburn, I said, where is the limousine?
I sent it to pick up the Clampetts.
The Clampetts. Do you realize that Claude and I had to come all the way here from the psychiatrist's office in a common public taxi?
Margaret, please don't bug me today. I have problems.
You have problems. Do you know what the psychiatrist said?
No, what?
He said that Claude is a very disturbed boy. And do you know why? Because you're a bad, neglectful daddy.
Don't call me his daddy.
Milburn, how could you? It's your constant rejection of Claude that's causing his neurosis. This is the eve of my big dog show. Claude is under enormous pressure. Now is the critical period when our boy needs the companionship and understanding of his daddy.
Margaret, if things do not go well for me today, I stand to lose a $45 million account.
And that's more important to you than Claude's happiness?
No, of course not. I lost my head for a moment.
That's better. Take him to the club with you. Play ball with him. Be a buddy. Let him know that he has a daddy who cares.
I have a better idea.
What?
Get that four-legged, flea-bitten, psychoneurotic mutt out of here.
Darling, Daddykins didn't mean it.
Oh, yes, Daddykins did.
Come, dear. We'll go to the pharmacy and get your tranquilizer prescription refilled. If Claude turns into a delinquent and starts roaming the streets with unregistered breeds, it will be your fault.
I don't care if he goes to the park and mugs pigeons.
There are no bad doggies, only bad parents.
Get out of here and stay out of here. Both of you.
Did you see that, Jed?
I did for a fact. Appears like we ain't welcome.
No, wait! I didn't mean you! I love you!
Well, there it is, Chief. $1 million in cash. Where would you like the men to put it?
Leave it on the truck. I'm taking it up to the Clampetts.
Oh, well, isn't that risky?
Not as risky as stalling Granny any longer. All right, open up. I'll ride back and top the money.
Mr. Drysdale, you'll be uncomfortable.
Sitting on $1 million?
Easy, Chief. He lost his head.
And people rave about that new car smell.
Chief, I worry about your riding in that armored truck. So suppose it's held up, you'll be shot.
Can you think of a better way to go?
That's it, Arnie. Show him how it's done. That's it, Arnie. Now, you fellas think you could do that?
Ellie, is your paw around?
I ain't seen him, Granny.
Good. Get out of here, pussycat. I need this.
Where you going?
I'm going to Mr. Drysdale's bank to get my money. And if he causes me any trouble, I'm going to assault him down.
Gonna walk all the way to the bank?
No, I'm going at a fast trot.
On top of my money, all of your green. On top of my money, oh.
Mr. Drysdale, we're here.
Oh, darn. You know, young fella, I've ridden a lot of cars, finest in the world, but I've never enjoyed a ride as much as this one.
Good.
In fact, why don't we take a run around the block before we unload, huh?
Is that you, Drysdale?
Yeah. Hi, Granny, I've got something for you.
I got something for you, too.
Hey, that looks like a shotgun she's picking up.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I think I'll get inside.
Come on, Drysdale, you coward, and fight. Come on up.
Granny, wait. Step back from the door. Look what I've got.
What's all the commotion?
Drysdale's holed up in that tin wagon throwing stuff at me again.
You in there, Mr. Drysdale?
That all depends. Is Granny out there?
No, she's going in.
All right, then I'll come out.
Mr. Drysdale, Granny's looking for you.
Thank you, Ellie.
Now, can I ask you a favor? Can my dogs be in Mr. Drysdale's dog show?
You can't on it big, Mr. Drysdale.
Well, all right. Of course they can.
Hey, fellas, come thank Mr. Drysdale.
I fetched a can opener.
Won't be needing either of these, Granny. Yonder he is.
He's at it again. I get stuff thrown at me, and the dogs get kissed.
Chief, what happened with Granny? How did my $1 million idea work?
You're fired.
Something went wrong?
Everything went wrong. I was shot at, mobbed by wild dogs.
$1 million. Did you show it to Granny?
Yes, we showed it to her. We took it out of the truck and stacked it up very neatly. It made a pile this high, from here to the wall.
Surely that convinced her she can't stuff it in the mattress. Well, what did she say?
She said thank you. Now cut mud out of here and fetch back the other 10 million.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to sit here and bawl like a baby.
Chief, it's always darkest before the dawn. Soon the bright sun will rise, and you hear the sweet voice of a bird singing.
Milburn, I want to talk to you. Look what you've done to Claude. He's regressed to infancy. And all because you told Ellie Mae she could enter her mongrel curs in my dog show. Melvin.
Margaret, please don't do that.
Pay attention. Dr. Wiedemeyer said Claude is acting this way because he feels betrayed by his own daddy. You must take him up to the Clampetts and let him hear you deny everything.
You out of your...
I think that is an excellent idea.
The last idea you thought was excellent got you fired.
Leave everything to me, Mrs. Drysdale. I shall see that your instructions are carried out to the letter.
Bless you, Miss Hathaway. Bye-bye, Lammykins. Daddykins will make everything up to you.
Indeed he will. He shall see that Claude Chatterdego is restored by his loving daddykins.
You're not only fired, I'm going to have you committed as dangerous. You and this paranoid poodle can share the same padded cell.
Hold your fire, Chief. Claude here may hold the key to peace with Granny.
You still trying to get that $1 million at your mattress?
Yep, and I'm doing it, too.
Ain't that gonna sleep kind of lumpy, especially after these feathers you've been used to?
It'll pack down. Here, give me a hand.
Where you gonna put the other $10 million?
I ain't packed my pillowcases yet.
What you gonna do with all these feathers?
Drysdale can keep them in his bank.
How you gonna get it up in your room?
Jethro can tote it.
How you gonna get it through the door?
Look, you worry about your money. I'll worry about mine.
What are you fixing to do now?
I'm fixing to get the lumps out of my mattress.
Oh, Mr. Clampett.
Mr. Drysdale, congratulations.
What?
You rascal, you didn't say a word.
Wait a minute.
That's a dog in there.
Yes, that's my wife's poodle. He's very sick, and we need Granny's help.
Oh, indeed we do.
Granny, got a sick dog over here.
Well, I got $1 million over here. You're looking for a trade, forget it.
What's she doing?
She's stomping the lumps out of her money mattress.
Granny, surely you won't refuse help to a creature in distress. You're a doctor.
I ain't no dog doctor.
That's the truth. Granny don't know nothing about doctoring dogs.
Who don't? Fetch that critter over here.
Do you think you can get him well in time for the dog show?
Of course I can. But you'll have to hold off bringing over the rest of my money. I can't doctor dogs and stuffed mattresses at the same time.
Anything you say, Granny.
See how easy it is, Claude? Now come on, you try. That's it. Now stay.
By doggy, Granny sure got old Claude on his feet in a hurry, didn't she?
Yeah, but Paul, he hadn't ought to be in the dog show.
Why not?
He ain't got a chance to win. He can't do one single trick.
Dickens, you say?
It ain't time to learn him. He's awful dumb.
He don't look too bright, does he?
Arnie's got him beat 40 ways to Sunday. He's bound to win.
It sure is gonna break Miss Drysdale's heart.
I know she's counting big on winning. I wish little Arnie was a poodle.
What you mean?
Well, I'd tell the folks over to the dog show that he belonged to Miss Drysdale.
Kidding me, that sure is thoughtful of you. I say, with Granny's help, maybe little Arnie could turn out to be a poodle.
Next, please. Will the handler bring Prince Claude of Burgundy to the judge's stand, please?
Milford, aren't you thrilled?
You bet I am. Granny's millions back in the vault.
I mean, it's called Claude. Now pay attention, like a proud daddy.
Come on, little Arnie. I mean, Prince Claude.
Let's have a closer look at that poodle, miss.
Yes, sir. Do a trick for him, Prince Claude. Sit. On your feet. Take a bow.
Will Mrs. Drysdale step to the judge's table, please?
I'm afraid she won't be able to make it right now.
How about that, Jed? Miss Drysdale so happy she fainted dead away.
Gives you mighty good feeling to help a neighbor. Look at little Claude go.
Morning, Miss Hathaway. I don't want to be disturbed.
But Chief, more oil has been discovered on the Clampett place.
What was that? More oil in the Clampett place?
Yes, this telegram is from Mr. Brewster of the OK Oil Company. He says they're...
New pool. Estimated flow, 7,000 barrels a day. Let's see, 7,000 barrels a barrel, 27.5% depletion allowance.
And that's only part of the exciting news. Mr. Brewster is flying out from Tulsa to get Mr. Clampett's signature on the lease renewals. Meantime, his fiancée is flying out from New York. They're going to meet here and get married. Isn't that romantic?
I'll say it is. It means at least another 10 million.
No, I mean getting married.
Oh, you're getting married? Congratulations.
Chief, it is Mr. Brewster who is getting married. His plane arrives at the airport in about half an hour. Would you like me to meet him?
No, I'll meet him. I want to make sure those leases get signed. Let's see. 10 million, loaned out at 8%. There it is, Mr. Brewster. That's where the Clampetts are living right now.
What a magnificent estate. You know, it's mighty nice of you, Drysdale, renting a helicopter just to show me that...
Oh, think nothing of it. I knew you'd get a kick out of it.
Well, I certainly am.
See, while we're here, why don't we land on the lawn?
What?
Well, we could get those leases signed right now. Have it over with. Good feeling, eh? Money in the bank, so to speak.
Oh, no, thank you. The last time I tried to land near the Clampetts in a helicopter, Granny took a shot at me.
Oh, that was 3 years ago, back in the hills. There's no danger now.
Hey, Granny, take it easy. The last time you cut loose at one of them, it was that Brewster feller coming to buy Uncle Jed's oil.
Yeah, if you would have hit him, you wouldn't be living out here in this fancy mansion.
That's right. You'd still be back in that poor little old cabin, shooing pigs and chickens out the door.
Yeah. Of all the times to miss.
All right, Violet, you can circle the place again.
Look, I've got to get back to the airport and meet my fiancée.
Oh, she'll wait for you. Look, the sooner we get these leases signed, the sooner that money's gonna start rolling in.
Mr. Drysdale, this is my wedding day. Her flight is due in 15 minutes.
Oh, we got time. Maybe her plane will be late. Maybe something happened to it. You know, like headwinds or fog or something like that. All right, head back to the airport.
Beverly Hills mansion. Nothing but a big pile of rock. Might as well live in a prison. I'm busting out. Going back to the camp. And don't you try to stop me.
Oh, ma'am. Youngins, what's that granny off this time?
One of them whirlybirds come over and made her mad.
You gotta think about the time one flew over the place back home.
Now she's homesick for the cabin again.
Well, we can fix that.
You mean we's going home?
Well, you don't have to. We still got that cabin Mr. Drysdale put up for Granny's birthday.
Hey, that's right. It's all took apart, but it wouldn't take no time to throw it together again.
Well, Bessie and me'll help.
Come on, youngins, let's get that up before she tears this one down.
Roof's all finished, Uncle Jed.
Fine, yes, sir. And now just nail this porch railing in place and we'll be just about done.
By dingies, it went up faster than a barn racing.
Did for a fact, Granny. Anything missing?
Let's see. Oh, my jug.
Well, Bessie can fetch it.
No, Ellie, I'd best do it. That little monkey gets one taste of Granny's corn, we'll never get her back on bananas.
No need for you lovebirds to disturb yourselves. Just give me the leases, and I'll get them signed without wasting a lot of time. I know you're in a hurry to get married.
Melvin, there's plenty of time. The ceremony's set for 3 o'clock.
Well, who needs a ceremony? It's just a simple lease signing.
The wedding ceremony.
I'm very anxious to meet the Clampetts. John has told me of their transformation from backwoods hillbillies to Beverly Hills multimillionaires.
I'm only sorry you couldn't have seen them the way they looked 3 years ago back in those hills. I'll never forget Mr. Clampett when he opened the door of that cabin. He looked like he hadn't shaved for 3 days. He had on an old beat-up hat, faded blue jeans, a torn coat. He was carrying a jug of Mountain Dew.
Hey, howdy, folks. Hi, Mr. Drysdale.
Mr. Clampett, you remember Mr. Brewster here?
Well, doggies, I sure do. How are you, Mr. Brewster?
He's fine. He wants to get your signature on some leases.
Well, come in, come in.
Well, thank you, Mr. Clampett.
I'll get things ready.
Mr. Clampett, may I present my fiancée, Miss Edith Williams?
Yeah, howdy, ma'am.
How do you do, Mr. Clampett?
Yes, we're getting married this afternoon.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Edith is giving up a very successful career to become my wife. She's a famous New York decorator.
Well, I ain't never seen New York, but if you decorate it, I'll bet you it's mighty pretty.
Well, she decorates homes.
Yes, and yours is certainly magnificent. May we see more of it?
Oh, you bet you can. The rest of the family's out back. You'll see most of it on the way.
Good.
Now, Mr. Clampett, if you'll just put your signature where I've made these little marks. The sooner these leases are signed, the sooner my money, your money will start rolling. Mr. Clampett? Mr. Clampett? Mr. Clampett?
Oh, what a lovely kitchen.
Come take a look out back.
Thank you. We'd love to.
Mr. Clampett! Mr. Clampett! Mr. Clampett!
Well, I wish you'd look at this. Darling, this is exactly like their little cabin back in the hills.
Oh, what a charming idea.
Come on in, meet the rest of the family. We'll set a spell and visit.
Well, what happened to Mr. Drysdale?
Oh, who knows? He's been hounding me all day to get those leases signed. Now that there's a perfect opportunity, he's asleep at the switch.
Mr. Clampett! Mr. Clampett!
These are perfectly marvelous antiques. Would you consider selling me this spinning wheel and churn?
Well, they's the only ones I got. But you can use them. It's good to see a young bride these days that likes to spin and churn.
Anything else I can do for you, Granny?
Yes, boy, you can take the truck and go get me some nice fat pigs.
Yes, ma'am.
I miss having pigs around the place. Don't you?
I don't really... I never... What is it?
Well, you like pigs, don't you?
Well, yes. Yes, of course. They're charming.
Well, some is and some ain't.
Come join us, darling. Here. Mr. Clampetts been telling me how he spent his honeymoon in a cabin just like this one.
Really? Oh, how charming and romantic.
Yes, ma'am, it was. Yes, Edith and I envy you that honeymoon, Mr. Clampett. So simple, so uncomplicated. Now, you take our honeymoon plans. Everything is on a split-second schedule. The plane to Las Vegas, the wedding, the reception, the plane ride back, the hotel reservations tonight.
Oh, dear, that reminds me. Did you arrange for a photographer?
Oh, got it completely. There, you see, already it's too complicated for me to handle.
Seems a shame to clutter up a honeymoon with a lot of worries like that. All we had to worry about was what time the chivalry started.
What?
Chivalry.
It's a custom in certain rural areas, darling, where the friends and neighbors of the newlyweds get together and serenade them by shooting off guns, beating on pots and pans, blowing on horns, yelling.
In the middle of the night.
You're joking.
No, then everybody come in, had victual, passed a jug around. A heap of fun. Was the first skier wore off.
Yes, it sounds like lots of fun.
Well, that's just another one of the simple pleasures we'll have to miss, Mr. Clampett.
Speaking of missing things, dear, there's the plane to Las Vegas.
Oh, hey, I forgot that completely. We haven't even got the oil lease signed yet. Come on, Mr. Clampett, let's find Drysdale.
Goodbye, Granny.
Bye, Granny.
Goodbye and happy honeymoon.
Thank you.
I'll see you two in half a minute.
Right.
Granny, we could make their honeymoon the happiest they ever was.
I bet you're thinking of the same thing I am.
Let them stay here in the cabin?
That's it.
It seems a shame after they took on over this place to make them go to the hotel.
But, Jim, it should be a surprise. Now, how can we get them to come back here?
Well, I think I can handle that, Granny.
Her name is Eleanor. Ain't she pretty?
Lovely.
Here, you can hold her.
Here.
I'll go catch another one for you.
I didn't know this cabin was up again. Oh, I bet I went through that house 40 times looking for you.
Well, you like chickens, do you, Mr. Brewster?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Mr. Clampett, we just have time to get your signature on these oil leases before we rush this happy couple to the airport.
Well, I'm going to have to study on these, Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, we might miss our plane. Don't forget that split-second schedule I told you about.
Well, you go right ahead, fly up there, get the knot tied. We take care of these when you get back. Come on, get these folks on that airplane. Leave everything else to us.
Milburn, I think we'd better do as Mr. Clampett wishes. Come along, dear.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Granny.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Shucks, I'm too late. Miss Edith wanted a chick in the hole.
You hear that, Granny? She's fond of them, too.
You know what else she likes?
What?
Spinning, churning, and pigs.
Doggies. They is going to have the happiest honeymoon two city folks ever dreamed of.
How does it look, Paul?
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
Can't you just picture them sitting up there on that bench?
I can for a fact, Granny. He's going to be the proudest, happiest pair of newlyweds that ever said I do.
Let's go, Uncle Jim.
What you got there?
Well, you said to fetch along a bag of rice.
Put it down.
But you said to...
Put it down.
Well, gee whiz, I done just what you told me. If there ain't enough, say so. I'll go fetch another bag.
Get on the truck. We're going to be late.
We'll have the cabin all ready when you get back.
Fine and dandy. Better roll, boy.
What you crying for, Granny? It's all so beautiful.
Hey, the house is out! Get back to the cabin if you want to spoil the honeymoon!
I've never been so embarrassed in my life.
Hang on, dear. We'll be at the hotel soon.
I ain't ever seen such a loving couple. They've been cuddling like that ever since we left the airport.
I know.
Darling, how much longer?
Just another block. Jethro, that's the hotel just up the street there. But don't stop in front. There's a basement garage. Just make a turn at that alley there.
Oh, you're coming home with us first. We got a surprise for you.
Another one? I mean, you've done too much already.
Yes, this ride from the airport is something we'll never forget.
Doc, that ain't nothing compared to what's waiting for you at home.
Well, if you mean the leases, I can send a messenger for those. Oh, here's the alley, Jethro. Just make
Now, you just sit back and enjoy the ride. This is your honeymoon.
They's cuddling again.
Here's your rice. Surprise!
They're surprised, all right. Just look at their faces.
John, surely they don't expect us to stay here.
No, honey. This is just a little reception. Oh. Well, folks, this is a wonderful surprise. You made Mrs. Brewster and me very happy.
Yes, it's so kind of you.
Up here.
Oh, my honey, you look just beautiful.
Sure did.
Thank you.
Yes, isn't she the loveliest, the most beautiful thing you ever...
John,
Huh?
John, that's our luggage.
Oh, no, Mr. Clampett. Don't carry those inside.
Now, Mr. Brewster, you forget these. You got something else to carry inside.
Wait here, dear. I'll straighten this out. Mr. Clampett. Mr. Clampett, is it your intention that Edith and I stay here?
For as long as you want to. I just want you to have the same kind of happy honeymoon that I did.
Well, we're very grateful to you.
I don't want to hear no thanks. I'm pleased to help get your marriage off to a good start.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Clampett, but we have this reservation at the hotel.
Oh, we cancel that for you, Mr. Brewster.
See, life's getting simpler already, ain't it?
Anything else I can do for you? Want me to tote your bride over the door sill for you?
Jethro.
No, thank you, Jethro.
Okay.
Mr. Clampett, I want you to know that Edith and I
Now,
are...
there you go again. Your happiness is the only thanks I want. Now, we're all going to clear out of here.
John! Mr. Clampett! Here you are. I've been going out of my mind with worry. Did everything go all right?
Fine. You're just in time to congratulate Mr. Brewster.
Oh, then you got the leases signed. Congratulations.
I mean, on getting married. I ain't signed no leases.
You ain't?
Well, Mr. Clampett, if we could get that little matter over with.
Now, Mr. Brewster, we ain't going to talk business on your wedding night.
We ain't?
John, Mr. Drysdale has his limousine out front. He can take us to our hotel.
Miss Brewster, I got good news for you. You ain't spending your honeymoon in no hotel.
I ain't?
No, you ain't. afraid I stepped on one of our wedding presents.
Now, John, listen to me. You're my husband, and I love you. And I know how important those oil leases are to you. But I am not spending my wedding night in this animal shelter.
Please listen, I've solved everything.
Oh, you have?
Yes, I've been out scouting around. The Drysdale home is through their heads just beyond the swimming pool. We'll slip over there, call a taxi, and go down to the hotel.
Oh, John, you're wonderful.
Of course, I'll have to do a little explaining in the morning, but I'll worry about that tomorrow.
I'll go change.
Just throw on a coat and grab one bag.
Yes, dear.
Hurry now. Darling, I said just one bag.
Well, it's my cosmetic case. I'll carry it.
Don't step on any livestock.
Darling, it's so dark. Shouldn't we take a lantern or something?
No, the Clampetts might see us if we did that. You just hang on to me, dear. Now, come on, let's go.
What was it, Jed? Could you tell?
Rennie, you ain't gonna believe this, but the Brewsters just went swimming.
Swimming?
Let's try again.
Not without a lantern.
Okay, surely the Clampetts are asleep by now. You know, this back way may be a shortcut. Let's,
Wait there, it's only a chevrolet. Look out! Look out, you're going to the pool!
All right, everybody. I think I just heard him yell something about going in the pool.
Yep, there they go again.
Crazy city folks. What do we do now, Pop?
Well, the way I look at it, it's their honeymoon. They want to spend it swimming, that's their business. Let's go to bed.